Hi, this is Tom from the Dreamcast Junkyard, and you are watching the first 5 minutes of gameplay from the soon-to-be-released Ganryu from Josh Prod and published by Rush On Game. And as you can see, I am using genuine Dreamcast hardware for this. I'm using an Akura HDMI capture device from Bihar Bros, and that is connected to an ExtremeCap U3 capture device from Ava Media. Now you will note that I've left all of the loading screens in just so you get an idea of how the game runs from start to finish without any cuts or anything. The game was originally published by Visco in 1999, I believe, and upon load you get this nice little intro sequence with static images. I'll just skip past that and show you the main game. So you've got two characters to choose from. As with most of these Neo-Geo games on the Dreamcast, you do get this kind of how to play like tutorial. It's quite basic, and we'll just jump into the first stage, Destruction. Now this is kind of set in feudal Japan. If you've read the main review on the Dreamcast Junkyard main site, there will be a link in the description. My compadre on the Dreamcast Junkyard, Rob Jones, has gone into quite some depth as to the history of this game. But as you can see, it's a 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's actually quite difficult, and you have a range of weapons. You have this claw, which allows you to actually swing from buildings, which you'll see shortly. The main attack is this kind of, I think it's a sword, and then if you hold down the attack button you do charge up, and then you can unleash like a ranged attack. I do like the way that you can climb onto different levels, and the levels themselves do have branching paths, as you'll see in a second. As I say, it is quite a difficult game. You will find that your life bar depletes quite spectacularly quickly as you make your way through these stages. If you rescue these hostages, they do produce food items that you can collect, and that will boost your health again. As I said earlier, you do get branching paths, so on this playthrough I'm actually taking the rooftop. And as you can see, I've been killed here. One thing I wanted to point out, this isn't actually a review, it's just I wanted to show some gameplay footage. I actually intended to press down on the D-pad there when I was killed, but for some reason she just stood up and turned left, or to the right even. So this is an example of the branching paths. The AI is pretty non-existent. As you can see, there's a guy just falling down, or somebody just jumping into lava. You can jump off walls, as I'm doing here, and get yourself up to higher places, but as you can see there, the guy just kind of walks towards you with no regard for his own health or safety. There's an example of the charged range shot. You do pick up extra weapons. This is a kind of a throwing knife with a nice diagonal one as well. I'll show you an example of the claw and how useful it can be. You can kind of jump and then activate the claw, and then you can swing almost Tarzan-like through the air. And I do like the way that the characters can kind of clamber on most of the ledges that you can see. That's quite a nice touch. And you can even kind of like drop down onto people's heads and just like basically jump on the faces. One thing that I do find quite infuriating is the way that these ninjas just kind of appear or materialise out of the ether. Sometimes when you're mid-jump, so you kind of at the arc of your jump, and then one will just appear in front of you and you can't defend yourself. So if you've got very limited health, then that's it. That geisha woman there just left me a nice cake of some description, I think, or was it sushi? I'm not sure. And again, some more Tarzan-esque swinging around. The stages are timed, so as you can see there, I just picked up a little alarm clock, which is a little bit anachronistic considering this is set in feudal Japan, but we'll let that one slide for now. And, well, I don't see why I would be calling the game out for having an alarm clock in it when I'm firing lasers out of my face. But, yeah, here's the first boss, and we'll get another cutscene in a second. And now it's time to get it on with this humongous, hellish doll thing creation. And it's pretty hard, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've beaten it yet. And yeah, it does the old plethora of moves, jumping on you, spewing fire on you, lasers, other kinds of projectiles. But yeah, that's 5 minutes of Ganryu for the Dreamcast. I'll leave it there. I just want to show you how it plays and what it looks like. And yeah, if you like this, leave a comment. And if you want to read the full review, you can check it out by accessing the link below at thedreamcastjunkyard.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching.